Good afternoon and welcome to Denver, Colorado in the American Legion Region 8 tournament at the Regency Athletic Complex on the campus of Metropolitan State University. Mike Ray along with Warren Ray. Good to have you along. The tournament this year consists of 8 teams, of course. But of course, yesterday and of course today as well, we have some losses and some people are basically heading home. Lost yesterday was, of course, Rocky Mountain losing 5-3 to League City, and Greeley Gojos lost to the Las Vegas Aces 8-0. And earlier, just a little while ago, it was the Rocky Mountain Lobos who lost 14-0, and that was against Petaluma, California. So they say, the old saying goes, there can only be one. And of course, now we are heading in really to some of the real tough tournament play here where they're trying to whittle it down. We have 2 games today left here this afternoon, 2 games tomorrow, and then of course 1 on Sunday. We're going to give you the starting lineups here momentarily. We're going to have to go silent due to music copyright laws. You heard it correctly. They will shut us down literally if we have this music playing in the background. So I'm going to go silent momentarily, but you are watching Region 8 Tournament Baseball here from Denver. So we apologize having to go silent due to copyright laws. Otherwise, you would not be able to see audio, hear audio, and of course, see video more importantly. So it's going to be Greeley Gojos in their yellow and gray, and it's the Arizona Firebirds in their black and white, and of course, trimmed with red. Both teams have lost 1 game. We'll give you a number of scores here and tell you who's been eliminated. First pitch taken for a strike. It's going to be Cale Crosant, the second baseman, leading it off for Greeley Gojos. Levi Dart, the shortstop, and then Keegan Valpondo, I call him the wall, catching. Hit to the right side. Second baseman got a 3-hopper, bobbles, but gets it in time. And they call him safe. First baseman's foot came off. So it's Crosant on here in the first inning. Good to have you along from Denver. Beautiful Regency Athletic Complex here on the campus of Metropolitan State University, Denver. This is the second year that we've done the Region 8 tournament. This is the 3:30 game. Of course, we will be doing the 7 o'clock game a little bit later on this afternoon. Now, of course, both of these teams have lost, but the good news is that it's double elimination. So we have seen, including Arizona, who's in the field, go to the finals a couple of years ago in 2016 after losing. First pitch is fouled away on the bunt attempt, and it's now 0-1. In the field for Arizona, it is Alex Kelch playing second base. Efren Cervantes at shortstop. Center fielder is Daniel Durazo. Ryan Graybosch is at first base. Michael Carell, third base. J.B. Bill Rivera playing right field. Andre Green, the left fielder. Pitching on the mound is Mario Barano. Next pitch taken for a strike on the inside corner, and it's quickly 0-2. And behind the plate is Fabian Ferraria, number 70. So Gojos coming out and really legging that one out in Cale Crosant, and he is very quick. This is a team that battles very well. They've won some big games as far as numbers this season, and have also won some very close ball games. Of course, yesterday it was Arizona putting up 19 runs and winning that one 19-2 to advance today. We've had several teams that did get eliminated. We'll cover all of that coming up later here in the cast. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out. We're in the first inning. Good to have you along here from Denver. Want to say hello to the folks both in Greeley and Tucson. Hit going opposite field, base hit. You're going to see Crosant. He's going to race towards third, and we have runners at first and third, and nobody out. So good hitting behind going to right field was Levi Dart, and now it's Keegan Villapondo. And he is a very good hitter, batting third in the lineup. And it'll be Jose Mercado in the cleanup spot. We've talked a lot about Keegan, how good of a catcher he is. He's got a great arm and does a great job as far as blocking pitches. First pitch hit right up the middle and stabbed. Boy, what a great catch that was by the second baseman, Alex Kelch. So there's one down. So Rocky Mountain going down to defeat today, losing 14-0. So they will travel back to Fort Collins. Had a great tournament. Losing to Petaluma, California. Runners at the corners. First pitch taken low for a ball, and it's now 1-0. Freddie Verdugo, the third baseman. Of course, we call him the rifleman. He's got such a big arm from third. Obviously a good bat as well. Next pitch taken a little bit low. Count evens at 2-0. So Verdugo, a very good batter, very selective in the way that he watches balls, will extend the count. We've talked a lot about that here with Gojos. You'll see them literally foul the ball off. It's going to be a high chopper to the shortstop. Goes to second. Not able to turn the double, but 1 run is in here for Gojos. So there's 2 down. Ever dangerous Jose Mercado in the 5th spot today, potentially followed by Tyler Kistler. Kistler also a very good catcher also in his own right for Gojos. First pitch taken, it's wide for a ball, and it's now 1-0. So Bejarano being greeted by some good hitting to the second baseman. That should be the final out, but 1 run is in on 1 hit here. Gojos leading after a half an inning in the book. We'll be right back. Bottom half of the first inning, and it is Gojos on top with a good start here. Literally following up on a mistake, as you saw, not able to get the foot down on first. And we will talk more about how the good teams take advantage of mistakes and turn them into runs. So on the mound here for the Greeley Gojos here this afternoon is Cameron Moulter. Cameron Moulter was a senior at University High School. Of course, they went and won the state championship this year. Knocked down nicely by Valpondo. Count goes to 1-1 strike. In the infield, it is Cale Croissant, Levi Dart at shortstop, Keegan Valpondo catching, Freddie Verdugo at third base. Left field is Jose Mercado. Next pitch fouled away. Count goes to 1-2 strikes. Tyler Kistler in right field. Colton Widler on first base. Dalton Logan in center field. And, of course, Cameron Moulter on the mound. So it's Alex Kelch to lead it off here for the Firebirds, followed by Efrain Cervantes and Daniel Durazo. 1-2 pitch by Moulter. Missing inside. Count goes to 2-2 strikes. Just had a chance to talk with his dad, Dev Moulter. And Dev was telling me that Cameron got a full ride, it sounds like, at the University of Jamestown. So when this is over, he'll be traveling to go meet his new team. Next pitch is going to be a little bit wide. Count evens at 3-2, full count. So one game in the books here for today. Fort Collins going down to defeat 14-0. This is the final Greeley, or shall we say Northern Colorado team. Hit deep going back. This may go over the head. It does, of the center fielder. So Alex Kelch rounding second, heading to third, and he'll have a stand-up triple. So Efrain Cervantes with a great opportunity to answer right back here in the bottom half of the first inning. Good to have you along. Mike Ray, Warren Ray, bringing it to you. A little bit light staff. We are not going to run any ads today. And so what you'll see is we're just going to go silent during the breaks, and then we'll be right back up with the play-by-play. So being touched up early is Moulter with the triple, and there's one hit apiece for both teams. Moulter delivers, that's up the middle base hit, and Arizona is on the board. So Daniel Durazo, the center fielder, followed by Ryan Graybosch, the first baseman. As we mentioned, the good news is it's double elimination. And we've already seen, if you just go back a day or so ago, of course, California lost their opening game, but they had won big, of course. So now they are going to play tomorrow. We'll get you all the times when the different teams will play. We'll be doing and covering 2 games tomorrow. First pitch waved at for a strike, and it's now 0-1. So nobody out, 1 run is in, runner at first. We're in the bottom half of the first inning. Arizona is the home team. Moulter delivers. It's going to be a high chopper to Verdugo. Goes to second. Gets the force. Croissant trying to turn it. Not in time, but they do get the lead runner, so there's 1 out. Next up, the first baseman, number 45, Ryan Graybosch. So Ryan Graybosch, opportunity here with 1 out. Of course, very speedy are the Firebirds. Would not be surprised if we see a hit and run tried to be achieved here. Josh Mondragon, of course, in his second year, coaching Greeley Gojos, just 55 miles north here of Denver. Of course, they were the host team here during this whole tournament. Fouled away. Count goes to 0-1. As we mentioned yesterday, Arizona putting up 19 runs, a huge day, and really coming back with a vengeance and only allowing 2 runs. 2 years ago, it was the Firebirds who were in the final in Boulder against California. Very tough team that year. If you think about what we've seen in this tournament so far, Moulter delivers, fastball, catches it on the outside corner. Count goes to 0-2. But what we've seen so far in this tournament are a couple of, actually I'll say 3 sleeping giants, Gojos being one of them, Las Vegas, who did very well last night, winning 8-0, and I would say Arizona being the third, waved at for a strike on the hit and run. Croissant not able to come up with the ball on the throw, so it's a stolen base. 2 outs. Michael Corral, the third baseman, the number 5 hitter here for Arizona. Base hit potentially could score a run here. Gojos has some good arms in the outfield if it's a base hit. Moulter delivers. It's hit sharply to the shortstop. Bobbles, comes up firing, should be there in time. It is. So a nice play on the infield. Gets the final out, but you can see when you make a mistake here, you lose runs. So after 1 in the books, it's all knotted up at 1 here from Denver. So it's going to be Tyler Kistler to lead it off here for Greeley, top half of the second inning. Good to have you along from Denver at the Regency Athletic Complex at Metropolitan State University. This is Region A8 baseball. And as we said, there can only be one. And these two teams would love to advance to tomorrow. So Ferreira, of course, taking a little bit off on that. Count goes to 1-1. But it was leading it off was Cale Crosa, just getting the ball in play. Was able to beat out the throw, and that started the rally for Gojos in the last inning. High chopper to the first baseman. We'll see. Tries to get the tag. They throw to first, and they get him. So interesting and well played by Arizona. Potentially, that could have gone foul, but you could see the first baseman racing in, got it before, tried to put the tag down, and then had the presence of mind to get it to the first baseman or to the cover at second, from second, and you see the 1 out. So IQs are up baseball-wise here for Arizona. Dalton Logan trying to get something going here in the bottom half of the top half of the second inning. Good to have you along here from Denver. Region 8 baseball. Next pitch, painting the black. Count goes to 1-1 strike. Beautiful day here in Denver. Cloud cover starting to set in and cool us off. Clearly got close to 90 today. Of course, we have another game coming up at 7 o'clock I think you'll want to enjoy. That'll be Las Vegas against League City, Texas. 1-2 pitch on the way. Outside, count goes to 2-2. You can watch a rebroadcast or a rewind, call it what you like, of this as much as you like. You can watch it on our website. You can watch it on our Facebook site, Colorado American Legion site, Facebook site, or you can also watch it on our YouTube channel. Waved at for a strike 3, and there's 2 down. So Ivan Rodriguez, who is the designated hitter, a lot of power, can send one over, and we've yet to see in this tournament, surprisingly, that we've covered anyways, balls flying over the fence. Could be a slow roller to the third baseman, will come up firing, and they get him for the 3rd out. So it's a 1-2-3 inning for Arizona as we head to the bottom half of the 2nd inning. 1-1 tie from Denver. So it's going to be J. Bill Herrera to lead it off for Arizona, bottom half of the 2nd inning. Good to have you along. From Denver, it is the Arizona Firebirds taking their turn to try to get some more on the board. And, of course, Greeley Gojos in the field. Moulter delivers a fastball for a strike, and it's 0-1. As I alluded to in the last inning, really 2 sleeping giants here playing each other here this afternoon. One was nudged to anger yesterday. Next pitch is hit to center field. It's going to be a short field. Literally, it's Croissant in, which I would say right field, and it's 1 out for the catch. So short right field basically on the out, and there's 1 down. Andre Green stepping to the plate here for Arizona. And as I mentioned, one of the sleeping giants woke up and very angrily woke up yesterday, meaning Arizona, with the 19 runs. Gojos, who we have seen put up 17 runs in a ball game several times during the season, yet to awaken. Of course, they've had some very close ball games and some good teams that they've faced. Moulter delivers a strike. It's 0-1. Another fastball, same location. Count goes to 0-2. Moulter actually pitched in the championship game for the state championship in high school for university this last year. 0-1 pitch, going to be outside. Count evens at 1-1. We're all knotted at 1 apiece. 1 hit in the ball game for each, and 1 error for Arizona. Moulter delivers inside, missing. Count goes to 2-1. Fastball and a trip foul down the right field line. So good battle here between J. Bill. Actually, check that. It is Andre Green, the left fielder, and Cameron Moulter. Mario Burano, the pitcher for the Firebirds so far in the ball game with 21 pitches. So pretty effective so far. It's all about pitch counts. It's all about saving that arm and really saving it when really things start to ignite around the third and fourth inning. It's going to be a slow chopper there to Moulter. Gets the toss for the out. Quickly 2 outs here, and making quick work is Gojos in the bottom half of the second inning. So Mario Barano looking to help his cause here for Tucson. You've got to be thinking, if you're Josh Mondragon, keep the ball low. That's what you got to do against these Firebirds. Also really mixing your pitches. First pitch going to be outside. Count goes to 1-0. 1-1 tie. We're in the bottom half of the second inning. Good to have you here from Denver. Region 8 Tournament Baseball. Of course, the big prize is played next week in the World Series. We'll talk more about that. Fastball painting the outside corner, evens up at 1-1. But there are 8 regional tournaments, if you want to call them that, going on throughout the U.S. 82,000 baseball players play every year in American Legion Baseball. Missing on the inside, count goes to 1-1. So Moulter trying to really, if you think about it, tease the Arizona batters, trying to go back and forth like a windshield wiper. It's going to be Barano followed by Fabian Ferreira. Moulter delivers, waved at for a strike. And it's 2-2. Moulter delivers outside, trying to get him to swing. Count goes full at 3-2. So Cameron Moulter, of course, set to travel, literally, to go to the University of Jamestown. Had an opportunity also to play a little bit closer, we heard. Decided to go. There's a high chopper to Verdugo. Easy throw, dug out at first, and they get him for the outs. So an easy inning for both pitchers, literally 1, 2, 3, and after 2 in the books, 1-1 tie from Denver. So it's going to be Dalton Logan to lead it off in the third inning. Good to have you along from Denver, Region 8 Tournament Baseball. Regency Athletic Complex, beautiful complex, multi-million-dollar complex, of course. So Mario Barano doing a good job for Arizona, delivers a ball, and it's now 1-0. So it's Dalton Logan, and then it's the top of the lineup in Cale Crosant and Levi Dart. Next pitch is a pop-up. Second baseman in shallow right field makes the catch for the first out. Cale Crosant, always a tough out. Of course, he's speedy, and you saw that earlier in his first at bat, making a difficult play at first. Of course, was able to leg it out basically, and that's where the one run did score eventually. We're tied at 1 apiece here between Arizona and Greeley Gojos. First pitch taken by Croson. It's now 0-1. So two teams that can battle, two teams that have a lot of offensive power facing today. Next pitch missing, count evens at 1-1. It will come down to managing mistakes and short memory in this ball game. Going to be a slow roller to the shortstop, going to come up firing, and he gets him at first. You really can't waste a whole lot of time when you have somebody like Croson racing towards first, and you could see how quickly he released that and got the out. Quickly 2 down, coming to the plate for Greeley is Levi Dart, the shortstop. Really good combination there between Levi Dart and Cale Croson as far as turning double plays. A lot of IQ there baseball-wise. Barano delivers outside. Count goes to 1-0. Really, you think about, besides having power in your lineup, it's how you use your power. There's too many good players that play for all of these teams that make it in. Even the ones that have been eliminated are very good teams. It's the best of the best. So making mistakes against any of these teams will cost you. Next pitch taken on the inside corner for a strike, and it's now 2-1. Barano mixing speeds, mixing locations, misses. Count goes to 2-2. Barrera delivers. That's hit to center field. Center fielder going back about 4 steps. Makes the catch for the final out. So 2.5 in the books. It is a 1-1 tie, Gojos and Arizona. Bottom half of the third inning, it's going to be the catcher Fabian Ferreira leading it off for the Firebirds, followed by Alex Kelch, and then it's Efren Cervantes. Good to have you along here in Denver. Want to say hello to the folks from Tucson. I have clearly some roots in Tucson. That's where I was born. So I'm very familiar with some of the locations there. Had a sister that went to the U of A and graduated there with an education degree. 1 ball, 1 strike so far in the ball game. Cameron Moulter coming into this inning with 27 pitches. And right with him is Mariano Barano with 31 pitches in the ball game. Little chopper. It's going to be a tough play, but goes foul. Count goes to 1-2. This is the 3 o'clock game. We still have another game that we will be webcasting. This will be commercial free. So what you're going to see, and we want to make sure that our webcast doesn't get shut off. Literally, there are copyright laws. Just to let you know that, so when you see me come in a little bit late or end quickly at the end of the inning, it's because we don't want this to be shut down due to copyright laws on YouTube. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Moulter delivers, waved at for strike 3, and there's another out recorded here for Cameron Moulter. So Alex Kelch, the second baseman, stepping to the plate. There's 1 out. Oddly enough, as you look at these two teams, this is a team, depending upon how the pitches are in the ballgame, how effective the pitchers are, could either be a very low-scoring, quick game, swung on and missed for strike 1, or it could be a very high-scoring game because both teams are very good about getting the bat on the ball. So far, it's more of a pitcher's duel at this point, but it's early in the ball game. Moulter delivers, slider, got him swinging. Count goes to 0-2. Slight breeze here in Denver, hovering around 90 degrees. Good baseball weather. I know that when we've talked to people from Las Vegas and some of the other hotter states saying, oh, this feels wonderful, especially during the night games when it gets into the 70s. 0-2 pitch, and it's hit. Going to be a base hit just over the extended arms of Verdugo. So a 1-out single here by Arizona opportunity. So Efren Cervantes, you have some good speed at Alex Kelch at first, followed by Daniel Durazo. Infield looking double play, clearly have the combination to do it. But you do have a fast runners in both Kelch and Cervantes. You can hear the breeze in my microphone. Moulter delivers for a strike on the outside corner. Count goes to 0-1. It's all about rhythm, they will tell you when you get into these games. Of course, momentum is a key factor, but you can always tell when the good ones are in a good rhythm. Not only in the infield and pitching, but of course the bats are alive as well. 0-1 pitch, hit down to the first baseman, gets the lead runner, they get him, and they get the double play. That was a huge double play and very good presence of mind by the first baseman. Really the temptation would have been to try to, in Weidler, to try to go ahead and tag the base, but he got the lead runner, and you saw the turn. So again, after 3 in the books, it's a 1-1 tie here from Denver. So it's going to be Keegan Valpondo to lead it off here for Gojos. Top half of the 4th inning, good to have you along. 1-1 tie. Greeley Gojos against the Tucson, Arizona Firebirds. First pitch missing, count goes to 1-0. So far, pitch counts if you're keeping score. And it is 36 pitches now for Cameron Mulder, and a very respectable and a very efficient 31 pitches by Mario Bergerano for Tucson. Just missing outside, count goes to 2 balls and no strikes. We're in the 3 o'clock game here from Denver. California moves on with a 14-0 victory, in case you're just tuning in. Of course, you can watch this on your cell phone, you can watch it on your computer, and you can watch the rewind. It's all free. 2 balls, 1 strike. Going to be a shallow hit to the second baseman, short right field, and there's quickly 1 out. Freddie Verdugo, the rocket arm, rocket man, stepping to the plate. Of course, very good hitter, good speed. Batting clean up today. Waved at for strike 1. So you could see Mario Bejarano doing a good job of starting to mix the speeds and the locations. Try to keep those Gojos guessing is the idea. There's another one. This time a little bit off speed and it's outside. Could have been a ball, but Verdugo chose to swing at it. And it's 0-2. Trying to go the same location this time, holding off is Verdugo, and it's now 1-2. It's a little cat and mouse going on here, obviously, with Bejarano. Doing a good job of trying to mix speeds. Going inside, trying to jam a misses. Count quickly goes to 2-2. You know, I'm going to date myself here a little bit, but you look at Bejarano. Reminds me of a famous Dodger pitcher going back several years ago into the 70s. A left-hander, used to look into the heavens every time he made his pitch. I'll let you think about that one. Waved at for strike 3, and there's 2 outs. The only thing that he doesn't do, motion-wise, is what this famous pitcher, who now does a lot of play-by-play on Spanish radio in Los Angeles. We'll give you a little more time to think about who that is. First pitch missing to Jose Mercado, playing left field today, number 5 spot. And it's 1-0. Missing outside, quickly going to 2 balls and no strikes. Mercado, one of those guys that really is, we're just waiting for him to explode. He can really light it up. 2-0 pitch, swung on and missed for strike 1. It's now 2 balls and 1 strike. 1-1 tie, 2 hits so far for Arizona, 1 hit for Greeley Gojos. Missing, count goes to 3 balls and 1 strike. Count goes full at 3-2. So a good battle here so far between Gojos and, of course, Arizona pitching-wise. Good locations, hitting the spots, mixing locations. Hit to right field. Right fielder steps back about 2 steps, makes the catch for the final out. So after 3.5 in the books, 1-1 tie. We'll be right back. So it's going to be Daniel Durazo to lead it off here for Arizona, bottom half of the fourth inning. Good to have you along from Denver, Region 8 Tournament Baseball. And this is a good pitcher's duel. First pitch taken for a strike, and it's 0-1. So Cameron Malter dueling and battling against Mario Bejarano. Next pitch is hit to Crosent. Handcuffs him. He'll come up firing if they get him, and they get him by half a step. Wow. If you're a little leaguer or any leaguer, that is a good example of patience and staying with it, because you could see Crosent was handcuffed and was able to come up with it after bobbling it and get him still by half a step, so there's one out. Ryan Graybosch followed by Michael Corral here for Tucson. Swung on and missed on the changeup, and it's now 0-1. So both pitchers clearly settling in here, really using a lot of off-speed, sliders, and of course the fastball. Pretty even as far as pitch counts are concerned, right around 37 apiece. Missing outside, count evens at 1-1. So far, 2 hits and 1 run for Arizona, 1 hit and 1 run for Greeley. Next pitch, going to be a high chopper, going to be a tough play. Shortstop comes in, but there's no way. It's clearly a base hit. Good idea by the shortstop for Greeley in Levi Dart, but just too well hit in the hole. So it's a 1-out single. Michael Corral, opportunity here with 1 out. Durazo on first. Infield looking for a double play. We saw a beauty pulled off in the last inning. Hit up the middle, going to be another base hit. Holding up wisely. And Corral coming up with the garbage. Literally, it was kind of an off throw. But that'll show you the effort that we see here on second by Crosant. So it's going to be Rivera with a great opportunity here. A base hit with the speed on the base hats. Could add another run here to the Firebirds and give them the lead. 4 hits in the ball game now here for Arizona. Plays at third as far as fourth. They'll be looking to get the double play and get out again like they did in the last inning. Malter delivers. That's hit to right field. Right fielder having trouble, lost it in the sun. It's going to drop. They're going to hold him at third, and the bases are loaded. So with the high sky and, of course, with the clouds, really made it a tough vision and just not able to locate it, and it drops for a hit. So Andre Green now with a fly ball could score a run. Plays at home on the force. So you can see the clouds now starting to move in just a bit and making that sky a lot harder to find the ball. 1 out. Malter is starting to walk a little bit of a tightrope here. Fastball, going to be a high chopper to Verdugo over his head. 1 run will score, and there's no play. Again, the location, because it was such a high chopper on this turf, Verdugo was not able to jump and get his glove on it, and it was deep enough in the hole to where there was no play by the shortstop Dart. So it's 2-1 Arizona. Six hits in the ball game here for Arizona. Malter in a battle here to try to get that out. Of course, getting the grounders, but just in places where both Verdugo and Dart are not able to get their glove on it. Bases are loaded, 1 out still. Malter set at the belt, delivers. Going to be low, blocked nicely by Valpondo. Count goes to 1-0. So a timely double play for Gojos in the last inning slowed down any kind of a scoring drive, and now they're looking for another one here to get out of this quickly, at least get the force at home. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 run is in here for Arizona. Bottom half of the 4th inning here from Denver. Moulter delivers. It's going to be another chopper to Tucson. Here's the opportunity. Taylor made potential double play. They get it. And that's exactly what the doctor ordered. So some good defensive play here by Arizona, and 1 run is scored. So after 4 in the books, 2-1, Firebirds on top. So it's going to be Tyler Kistler to lead it off here for Greeley. Top half of the 5th inning. Good to have you along here from Denver, Region 8 Tournament Baseball. And another timely double play turned by Greeley to prevent more damage and eliminate it to 1 run. Going to be a high chopper to the shortstop. Comes up firing, and he gets to the first out. Nice bang, bang play here by Arizona. 1 pitch, and there's 1 out. Colton Weidler stepping to the plate here for Greeley. Weidler, of course, playing first base, was a part of that very timely double play just 2 innings ago to prevent any more runs from scoring. It's a 2-1 ball game. Arizona on top, 1 out. First pitch swung on and missed for strike 1. So Bejarano doing a good job, as we mentioned, as far as mixing speeds, teasing him with the pitch on the outside. This time goes inside, waved at for strike 2. You think about last year when we saw Nevada with some of the effective pitching that they had. Next pitch catches him looking, strike 3, and there's 2 down. So as we mentioned, it's all about getting into that rhythm, getting comfortable, and so far, Mariano Barano doing a great job coming into this inning with 37 pitches so far. Ivan Rodriguez, the designated hitter, stepping to the plate. Barano missing on the inside. Count goes to 1-0. Mike Ray, Warren Ray bringing it to you. Good to have you along here from Denver, Regency Athletic Complex. Missing outside, count goes to 2-0. During the season, we've seen Ivan play first base and third base. Also can step in and do some pitching as well. 2 balls, 1 strikes, 2 outs. Very good location on the pitches so far here by Barano in this inning. Waved at for strike 2. And you can really see the action on the ball moving as it's coming across the plate. It looks like it's starting about belt high and dropping. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2-1 Firebirds. Fouled, county remains at 2-2. So the answer, literally, of who I think Bejarano looks like on the mound, even the way that he moves and the way that he moves the ball around as far as location, is Fernando Valenzuela of the Dodgers. Of course, one of the great all-time pitchers for LA. Fouled away, count still remains at 2-2. Rodriguez, one of those players, clearly due. Really an opening from center to right, a little bit of a gap there. Catches him looking for strike 3. So 2 effective strikeouts here by Bejarano. And after 4.5 in the books, it's 2-1 Arizona. It's going to be Fabian Ferreira to lead it off here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Good to have you along here at Denver, Region 8 Tournament Baseball. Ferreira, of course, the catcher, doing a great job of being a wall, has a good arm. Taken low for a ball, and it's now 1-0. So far, the pitch count here for Cameron Moulter, 47 in the ball game, and it's Mario Bejarano with 37. Next pitch going to be a little bit high and inside. Count goes to 2-0. So a great double play that really slowed some of the damage down in the last inning, and very timely by Gojos, and it's a 2-1 ball game. Inside corner, paint in the black. Count goes to 2-1. Moulter clearly has some good stuff, and really you think about some of the hops that we've seen on this turf. We'll talk more about that. Hit up the middle and almost took his head off, base hit. So Moulter at about 6'2", 6'3", good reactions. Almost had a little shave there. And it's an opening single here for Arizona in the 5th inning. Top of the lineup in Alex Kelch, followed by Efren Cervantes, and then it's Daniel Durazo. So for Moulter, he has, the last couple of innings, had to pitch really out of the stretch quite a bit. First pitch missing, pulling back on the bunt attempt, and it's now 1-0. We'll see if those double plays make a difference or not in this ball game for Greeley, as far as trying to not only get the lead but win the ball game. So far, Arizona hitting the ball just where it needs to be put. Missing outside, count goes to 2-0. But you think about when you play on turf, and if you don't or have not played on turf before, the ball really bounces. And then, of course, when you have a warm day like it is today here in Denver, you really get a lot of ricochet in the ball, almost like a super ball that bounces off the turf. Fouled away. Count goes to 2-1. Last night, of course, was a great night. We had the Windsor Wizards was here, the Little League team, and of course, they went on to win their state championship. Really had a lot of fun with those kids. And of course, a little highlight reel here for you. In the first game that we actually covered, we had, count them, 2 buckets of Voodoo Donuts we were handing out to players. Of course, players were very anxious to come over and get interviewed when they knew that they were going to get a Voodoo Donut off of Colfax. Again, want to say special thanks to the folks at Voodoo Donuts. Only about 5 or 10 minutes from here, so we invite you to go over there. They're open 24 hours, and I'm telling you, they're mouthwatering and addicting. 3 balls, 1 strike, runner on first for Arizona, nobody out. We're in the 5th inning. They've got the lead, 2-1, hit to right field. This should drop for a base hit. It does. So Arizona in business here with 2 singles. Efren Cervantes surveying the land, looking to get signals from his coach. 2 men on, nobody out. We'll see if they go small ball or just try to spray it up the gaps. Center fielder moving in slightly here for Gojos. There's the bunt attempt. Fouled away. Count goes to 0-1. Really, the teams that we've seen that really utilized the bunt effectively was the Rocky Mountain Lobos. Very fundamental as far as their approach. But again, ran up to a buzzsaw here this afternoon in Petaluma, California. No balls, 1 strike so far eliminated in the tournament. New Mexico and Utah, and of course, Fort Collins. Next pitch fouled away. Count goes to 0-2. Forces at third. Of course, they're going to be looking another double play. Scoring-wise in the ball game, 1 run starting it off for the home team of Arizona, or actually for Greeley Gojos, the away team. And the home team, Arizona, getting 1 in the first, and of course 1 in the 4th in the last inning. Waved at for strike 3 and a very important 1 out. Daniel Durazo, the center fielder, stepping to the plate. Great opportunity here for Arizona to keep the pressure on. A base hit could score a run from second. Plenty of speed on the pads here for the Firebirds. Moulter sets, goes outside. Count goes to 1-0. One of the pleasures that we have when we do these ball games is not only talking to the ball players, but also to the parents and hearing some of their stories about their players out in the field. It's going to be a slow roller, looking to get the force at second. They do. Can they turn it? Not in time, but they do get the force at second, and there's 2 down. That shows you the speed demonstrated by Durazo. You could see very quickly Crosent trying to turn that with Dart, but just too much speed on the base pads here by Arizona. Runners at the corner, 2 outs. Arizona threatening here in the top half of the 5th inning. Moulter, who has pitched a very good ball game, just some wicked bounces, and of course just some very good hitting by Arizona, waved at for a strike, and it's 0-1. One of the things that Arizona has demonstrated is their ability to get the bat on the ball and get it in play. Make the fielders do the work. 0-1 pitch, inside corner. So going outside then inside, and it's now 0-2. So a big out here needed by Moulter and Greeley. Inside, there goes the throw to second. It's going to go into center field. Bad throw, a rare bad throw, so the run will score. So clearly Valpondo, who generally will gun people out, throwing it left of the bag. And you could see Dart reaching back trying to get the ball, but it sailed into center field, and the runner scores from third, and it's now a 3-1 ball game. We'll see if that error looms on here for Greeley. High chopper. Verdugo's going to have a tough play. Fires, got the arm, and he gets him. And you needed a strong arm to get that out. So again, 1 run in on the error. And after 4.5 in the books, it is 3-1 Arizona. So it's going to be Dalton Logan to lead it off here in the 6th inning already. Hard to believe how fast this game is going, and a lot of that is due to some very good pitching by both teams. Logan hits a hot shot to third base, comes across, gets the first out, 1 pitch, 1 out. So breezing right now is Mario Bejarano with 58 pitches coming into this inning. And you can see how effective he has been mixing the speeds and locations. Kale Croissant, second baseman, and this is his 3rd at-bat, stepping to the plate. First pitch taken for a strike, and it's now 0-1. Good to have you along here from Denver, Region 8 Tournament Baseball. Mike Ray, Warren Ray bringing it to you. Light staff, we are going. Next pitch is hit to the second baseman, backhands it. Makes the play and gets the second out. So very impressive right now are the Firebirds getting the ground outs, and more importantly, Bejarano with a very low pitch count. So it's going to be actually Levi Dart stepping to the plate. 2 down, 3-1 ball game. Arizona putting pressure on in the last 2 innings, getting a run each inning in both the 4th and 5th inning. We're now in the 6th. Catching the inside corner and missing, they're calling it 1 ball and no strike. This time painting the black evens it up at 1-1. So far for Arizona, 8 hits and 3 runs. For Greeley, 1 hit and 1 run. Verano set, missing outside, count goes to 2-1. So 3 teams eliminated, sent home, one of them a Colorado team, meaning in Fort Collins. Of course, we mentioned Utah and New Mexico. California, after losing the opening day, came roaring back, of course, winning today, putting up a 14 spot inside, and he walks them. So it's a 2-out walk here in the 6th inning. Very important here for Gojos to at least get 1 run and get some momentum going. They're only down by 2 runs. Plenty of firepower, but really is trying to figure out Bejarano, who's really doing a good job of moving it around in the zone, literally in the plate zone. So it's Keegan Valpondo taking ball 1. Force is at second here for Arizona. Of course, they have a very efficient infield as well, but only needing 1. That's hit to left field. High Sky coming in about 5 steps. Makes the catch for the final out. So after 5.5 in the books, it's 3-1 Arizona. You're watching Region 8 baseball from Denver. So it's going to be Michael Corral to lead it off here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Denver, Colorado, Region 8 Tournament Baseball. Arizona in the black and, of course, with red and white. First pitch hit hard to center field. Center fielder jumps up, makes the stab for the first out. So that was hit with a little bit of authority and took about 3 steps, did the hop, and, of course, made the catch. That tells you a little bit about the sky and how it is hard to judge some of these fly balls here in Denver today. J. Bill Rivera taking ball 1. So far going the full ride here for Greeley Gojos is Cameron Moulter. Waved at. Count goes to 0-2. So there's 1 out on the fly ball to center field. Swung on and missed, strike 2. Moulter, for the most part, has pitched a very good ball game as well. But some very tough plays in the infield. And, of course, a missed throw to second. And, of course, you see 3 runs on the board. Missing high. Count goes even at 2-2. Cameron's dad, of course, is a teacher at Ames Community College, Dev Moulter. Teaches a lot of media classes and one of the finer programs in the state. Waved at for strike 3. You see the tag, and there's quickly 2 outs. So Moulter getting back into the rhythm here in the bottom of the 6th. Really important that they get out of this quickly and let the bats do the work in the 7th to try to even it up, but they're down by 2 runs to Arizona. Arizona very consistent as far as keeping the pressure on, keeping the ball in the infield, keeping it in play. Looking bunts. Fouled away. Count goes to 0-1. So a little different look here with Arizona today. Of course, yesterday with really just letting the wheels fall off the wagon against the other team, putting up 19 runs. And today coming out and playing very good small ball and very good IQ as far as making the plays in the infield. And of course, a great performance by Mariano Bejarano. 0-1 pitch, fastball, catching the outside corner. 0-2. They say literally it's a game of inches. Next pitch swung on and missed for strike 3. So some effective pitching here by Malter in the bottom of the 6th. It's a 3-1 lead. Firebirds on top. Top half of the 7th inning, it's going to be Freddie Verdugo to lead it off here for Gojos. Verano delivers, waved at for strike 1. So it's Verdugo followed by Mercado and then Kistler. Well, this is do or die inning here for Gojos, needing to get 2 runs to stay in this one. And so far, Verano coming into this inning with 68 very effective pitches so far. Only allowing 1 hit and 1 run. Going to be a high chopper to the third baseman, goes foul. Count goes to 0-2. So really you have the power of the lineup here for Gojos. In Verdugo, and I'll add Mercado and Valpondo, of course, in the last inning. Center fielder playing up just a tad, as well as the right field and left fielder. Of course, the sun starting to go down and make it tough on the left fielder for any fly balls. Right field really be a little bit easier to try to catch the vision of where the flight of the ball is. Waved at for strike 3 on the high fastball, and there's 1 down. Top half of the 7th inning, and Arizona being very efficient, pitching, fielding, and of course making quick work here of Gojos in the last couple of innings. Actually, you think about it, only 1 hit in the ball game and 1 run, and that was back in the first inning, and that was the end of it. Mercado stepping to the plate. First pitch taken for a strike in the outside corner, and it's 0-1. You can get a look at the lineups. We will post that of who's going to be playing. It'll only be 2 games tomorrow. Next pitch, hitting the outside corner, painting the black. Looked like a slider. Count goes to 0-2. There's 1 out. We're in the 7th inning. Gojos down by 2. Bejarano set, missing outside, trying to tease him with it. Count goes to 1-2. So we're not sure of what the ages are of a lot of these ball players, but we have seen several teams coming in with graduated seniors. That's hit to center field. Center fielder racing over, makes a nice catch on his knees, and there's 2 outs. So racing over to right field, covering the gap, and there's 2 outs. Tyler Kistler with 2 outs, trying to get something going here. If he's not successful, Arizona moves on and Greeley goes back home. First pitch in the turf. Count goes to 1-0. Mike Ray and Warren Ray bringing it to you. Good to have you along. Regency Athletic Complex. This is the 3 o'clock game. Arizona in the lead. Painting the black evens it up at 1-1. Bejarano tried to nibble the corner, not able to. Count goes to 2-1. So you can see very much working a lot faster in the last 2 innings is Mario. High chopper foul. Count still remains at 2-2. So the games for tomorrow, which are the semis basically, will begin at 3 o'clock here at Metro State. And of course, then the 7 o'clock game and then the championship game will be on Sunday at noon. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3, and that will do it. Arizona will move on tomorrow, and Greeley will go home. A great effort by Gojos and a very good pitching performance that we saw by Cameron Moulter. But it was just one of those things where the ball literally did not bounce Greeley's way a couple of times on some high choppers, just not able to get their glove on it. And Arizona moves on, winning this one 3-1 on 8 hits and 1 error. And Greeley with 1 hit and 1 run. So this is the 3 o'clock game. We will be back at 7. And of course, that will be Las Vegas taking on League City. I'm Mike Ray for Warren Ray. We'll see you in just about an hour.